One aspect of education that has really been downplayed for decades now that should be looked at anew are trade schools because there's many professions that they don't teach in colleges that are very lucrative for careers. Everybody looked down on plumbers or electricians or construction jobs or factory workers that are now heavily revolving around technology. These are all good careers that aren't taught necessarily in a college. It's more trade school. And I think that's kind of a decision that some people should consider because the outcome financially is going to be much better.
I think that sounds good again in theory, but come fall, some of those trade schools will not be open. Some of that on-the-job training that we're hoping for, those jobs will go to the 30 million people who are unemployed and may have more on their resume. So what you are advising, how do you turn that into a real conversation for someone right now in the fall?
Well, let's talk about a job on a factory floor managing robotics, for example. If you have to train for that, you have to learn how the systems work. Maybe that course is 12 months. The minute you graduate from that, you are eligible to work on a factory assembly line, which is probably going to be a place where you will definitely be socially distanced. But you can get that job because you were trained for it. Meanwhile, someone else is sitting in a 4-year college course in their basement for the next 24 months at least, not meeting anybody except their parents. You really have to start thinking this through. Is that of great benefit? Or should you train for something that you could immediately start to bring income for? And I say, all I'm saying is, look, I'm not telling you not to go to college. I'm just telling you that experience won't be as valuable as it was to me when I could connect with people. I don't remember a single thing about any of those classes. That's not why I'm successful or a failure today. It's because of the people I met. And that is the primary benefit of a college for the thousands of people and then the 60 or 80 in your class and those very tight relationships that are formed with other people pursuing careers that you will not get in this new world. And that, I think, makes everybody should do a reset on their thinking about spending $60,000 to $80,000.
Let's talk about the people who've paid tuition for a second semester, people who may have put down payments down on, apartments for their kids or even money down for the books. The money has started to pour into the college pot. There are lawsuits right now. What are your thoughts on that?
There's a tremendous amount of money disputes around education right now. And I think at the end of the day, you could argue as someone who's paid the tuition for, let's say you're going into your 3rd year, the institution has something you don't have yet. Your graduation certificate, the brand name they bring to your brand. When you graduate from a college, it's a certificate of achievement. And I'd argue from their position, that's extremely valuable if you're halfway through the journey. You've already spent $30,000. You might as well finish even in this different environment of online training to get that degree because you're already all in. You've invested. And now you got to finish it. I've got a child right now in his 4th year engineering, electrical engineering, sitting in my basement trying to graduate next December. And he's doing a lot of whining right now. And I'm telling him, nose to the computer, finish this off, graduate that degree. Until you become an engineer, you haven't finished your journey. Too bad you're not going to be able to do it in the classroom. Get over it and finish it.
So let me ask you, Kevin, your son is in his final year. If he were entering college right now, what would your advice be to him?
Well, I've always said this. There are 3 great career paths if you're going to go to college. The 3 disciplines. Number 1 is engineering. Number 2 is engineering. Number 3 is engineering. And did I mention engineering as a number 4 as well? Those graduates, regardless of how they're learning engineering, in all the engineering disciplines, are basically 100% employed. Our economy is driven by technology like never before. Now, you may want to pursue history. You may want to pursue the arts. You may even want to be a musician. I've been trying to be a rock star now for 40 years, and I still haven't made it. I practice every night. But the point is, for a job, that discipline is number 1, regardless how you get it, which is why I tell Trevor, get back downstairs and finish off today's courses.
All right.